Let's get more on Brazil now and the impeachment trial against suspended President Dilma Rousseff. Marc Hertzman is Assistant Professor of History at the University of Illinois and a specialist on Brazilian politics. He's joining us via Skype from Champaign in Illinois. Mr. Hertzman, very good to have you with us on Al-Jazeera. I don't know if you've been following the trial proceedings, but I just want to start off by asking you, what do you make of this outpouring of emotion that we've seen at the trial, of both the prosecution and the defense attorney breaking down crying?
Yeah, it's been pretty remarkable, and in a way, it's out of the blue. But on the other hand, it's been like this since sort of the beginning, when the House of Deputies, the lower house, began this process. Things were extremely emotional and intense. In fact, one congressperson spit on another one, a particularly distasteful congressman. So the emotions have been extremely high, and I think it's an indicative of what's at stake in all of this.
What is at stake here for Rousseff, for Brazilian politics?
Right. Well, so for the president, it's pretty clear, and it seems like the votes are going against her, and her career, at least for now, will be, her presidency will end. Taking a step back and sort of on a larger scope, there's so much at stake. There's the belief and confidence in democratic institutions. There is, belief in whether votes matter, right? Because this president was democratically elected, and it's hard for a lot of people to see that what she's been accused even of doing is, justification for removing her. And then some of the things that are going on with the interim government makes it very clear that there's even more at stake. That is looming and already enacted cuts that are targeting, a lot of social programs, a lot of society's most vulnerable. So there really is, it's hard to overstate how much is at stake right now.
Is what she's been accused of, is that grounds for impeachment? I know that this question has been addressed many times, but it doesn't seem to have been addressed very much in the trial. And if it isn't in fact grounds, then why are we seeing her in this position? And is this trial politically motivated, like her supporters are saying?
Yeah, well, it is very hard to see how, what she's being accused of is grounds for impeachment, especially because her two predecessors, both male, it's pretty widely believed that they did the same and much worse and were never impeached. So it's absolutely politically motivated. At the same time, and especially before the impeachment, there was a lot of dissatisfaction with Dilma and with the Workers' Party, and people in Brazil. The economy is not doing well, though. Again, that's not necessarily reason for impeachment, and it's also not necessarily Dilma or the Worker Party's fault entirely. But yeah, it's absolutely, it's almost impossible to argue that it's not just sort of a bald political move by her opponents.
Very interesting few days ahead for Brazil. Marc Hertzman, Assistant Professor of History at the University of Illinois. Thank you very much for your analysis. Thank you.